Hey guys. Hello. Let me put my headphones in. Let me turn on the Switch. Let me get the Switch controller. And what's up, fam? Hold on, I gotta stretch the screen. Hold on. That's not the what I want. Which one is it? Oh, hold on a second. There we go. Hi, guys. Okay, there we go. Hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I saved... Hi. I'm gonna see if I saved Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Yeah. Sorry, I started playing this last night. And I need to... quit to my menu. Sorry, I was playing Mario Rabbids Kingdoms Battle last night, and it was a lot of fun, so... How's everybody doing? So get back into the adventures of Bylad. My mic audio is a little low. Is this better? I forgot the chat named him Bylad. Yep! Adventures of Bylad. It's because you fuckers named him Bylad. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just checking my Discords really quick. Yeah, you do. Also, I am probably getting dinner in the middle of this, so you will get to hear me eating. So, a couple of updates. We're gonna be doing Fire Emblem only. Mostly because I love Xenoblade Chronicles to pieces. It is also a very grindy game, and I don't want to have to sit here grinding on screen and, like, thinking of things to talk about that aren't the game, or, just, like, dub talk stuff, or just dub stuff. So, I am going to give everybody the high suggestion to watch, Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It is a fantastic game. He is far more knowledgeable than I will ever fucking be on the subject. So, just watch his stuff. So, my question is to everybody, is, do we want to play Fire Emblem and another game that is longer but not as grindy? Or do you want to see me just play Fire Emblem? Because I was thinking of actually doing, Okami for you guys. Because Okami is fun, where I get to I could voice everybody. So yeah, would you guys like to see me play Okami in my off weeks? On my other number weeks. Anyway, oh no. There's only 2 people. Switch games for a bit. Okay, yeah, that's fair then. So yeah, we'll finish the route. I'm sad there's not as many people here today. Oh well. Anyway, let's talk to you.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
I only care about one. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Steph, because you wanted to do a night where... Steph, I'll talk to you about that. Also, go ahead and post this in my Discord, and, other people's discords that we're allowed to. Hello.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt.
Bernie says stranger
Is that not right?
Bernie says stranger
I
danger.
am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family.
Why do you have to
Foremost
specify
house.
legitimate,
Are you going to join our
Ferdinand?
class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Why did he have to stipulate that he was the legitimate son? It's like, oh, okay, I've seen what his dad looks like.
Oh.
Hello.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
I'm not gonna walk into that.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible.
Hi, Ben.
The name's Kaspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Ben Diskins.
Linhard, goodbye.
Hi, Chris Patton.
Sheesh, Leonard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
You tell yourself that, Kaspar. Oh, look, it's everyone's favorite sexy vampire.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
You're nice. Let's go see who else is around that we can talk to. That's gonna talk to us.
Hello.
We already talked to you, French fry boy.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time so that people can kind of show up before we do more. Hey guys. Alright, so we just talked to the Black Eagle's house, before you guys all stop there. Hey! Hey!
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Why aren't you a buy option? You should be. Anyway.
Huh?
Ah, it's
Hi
two
there.
of my favorite boys.
You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude.
I love you.
Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this
I
debt.
love you. I'm sorry, get out of my way. I need to just gaze upon the most beautiful man in all of Fodlan. You are the most beautiful man in all of Fodlan, and I love you. Let me smooch! Let me smooch you! Anyway, let's go talk. You don't look like a main character. Let's talk to.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that.
He
I
does
look
smooch
forward to
Dimitri,
sparring
but
with
sometimes
you
I want
and
him,
being
Dimitri, and Violet to smooch each other.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hey, look, it's Steph. Hi, Steph. Hi, Steph.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, mercy. Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Scruffy's girlfriend. Mercedes doesn't have dead mom sickness. Shit. Let's go talk to... Let's go talk to... We talked to you already.
What do you think?
Let's go in here and talk to people. Who let you out of Tokyo Ghoul?
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name
Wow,
is
Lorenz! Wow!
You will want to remember it.
Just... Yeah, fuck you. You get to die in the war. No, kidding.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
You're so
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Ignatz is a very good voice. Where's his boyfriend hiding? There's his boyfriend.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli.
I love
Captain Gerald's first and
like, if
greatest
you had to ask
apprentice.
me who my favorite
I'm sure
guy
he's told you
character in
about
the
me.
Golden Deer is,
Nice
it's
to
actually
meet ya.
Raphael.
I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
I love you, Raph. You're so... I love you.
Well, hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Gonno.
Hilda's in chat,
and
please.
Her name is...
Marianne van Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Sure. Thank you.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
Yeah, let's go with
I
that,
suppose
Raya.
it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task.
Puckadle.
But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Bye, lad. Thanks. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Hi. That's just mail for me. I love you. Mom. Okay. Sorry, my dinner just came in. Commitment time. Who are we gonna commit to? We all knew who we were gonna commit to first.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri.
I want to do the route of the characters I love the most. Not the story that I love the most, but the characters. I think the Blue Lion House has some of the best characters in the game. Granted, everybody does. Yeah, no question. So, yeah, we're gonna do the order, thank you, of Blue Lions, then we're gonna do the Black Eagles, and we're gonna end with the Golden Deer. So.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
Oh, fuck that
They
shit.
are
We're gonna
all
do whippets
promising
under the
youths
bleachers.
who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I
It's
did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition
Doing
to
the early
Focus
game with the
Academy.
Blue Lions is gonna be
I am
sad.
so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Seneth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop.
Alright, kids.
That is all.
Time for you to not suck. Don't know what's in what.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
You're fine, Annette. You're doing great, sweetie.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit. it
Oh, I
doesn't
heard
sit
the
well
follow
with me
noise.
either.
Thank you,
After all, we wish to show
Galleon69.
you
Thank you
due
for
respect.
following us.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Yes, we are playing Blue Lions
Well,
first.
we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Having heard of your skills, I'm eager to meet you
Yeah,
in
just as long
battle.
as you do weed with me.
Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable
Oh my
of.
god, Felix, chill out for 5
You
minutes.
aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
Come on, Ash, we're gonna beat you into shape.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Don't worry, Mercedes is here.
Your
It's fine,
Highness,
kids.
do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Sylvain!
I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Listen,
Well then,
Sylvain
Professor,
wants to
what
cross
do you
blades,
think?
but not the metal
As you
kind.
can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to beginning parts of this game with the Blue Lions again. Anyway. Combat! Start combat. Select one of your units using the A button. Anyway, so by the way, for those of you who missed the first time we played this, Chad has determined that we had to name Byleth Bylad, and his birthday's on 420. There are new plates. Oh, we missed our birthday! Oh no! Oh no, we missed our birthday!
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power
It's
of
a
a
travesty we've
crest
missed our
resides within
birthday in the game,
you. Won't
guys.
hurt a bit. Promise.
See, we should have given
about
the birthday of
crests.
6x69.
Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand
I'm sorry,
what
I'm eating my
crests
dinner, too.
are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines.
It's the reason why
Those
we're
who carry
racist to each
crests
other.
may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
I am not Zach Aguilar, but and you believe I have a crest.
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Do what you can to find out.
Yes.
Just because
of
it'll make him
course.
happy.
I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here.
Who we're
What is
romancing is
this?
going to be a mystery.
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
Grandpa's really happy that I have some
Pardon
mysterious
my
power.
unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now,
Grandpa
your work
Heinemann is
here is done.
Heinemann, not Heinemann. Heine man.
What could this line here
Yes, but
be
Bylad
indicating?
can go either way.
Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Like, we're just standing there watching. Oh, he's BY lad, not BI, but he's bi. Byleth is canonically bisexual anyway. And non-binary, depending on who you ask. Oh, we're gonna recruit the Ashen Wolves. We're not just playing DLC.
Academy receive a schedule for the month
Absolutely
ahead.
recruiting them.
Pay careful attention to your...
So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. I think they're recruitable in a couple chapters. Anyway. DLC supplies. I'm gonna make everybody's life better. And we're gonna go for the day as Butler Violet. Everybody's day is infinitely better now. Oh my god, the town. But bye, Butler. I'm putting the button Butler. Whee! Alright, time to go. Time to go back into Let's just go back already. You know what? How do you do, fellow kids? How do you do, fellow kids? Anyway, hello.
These
Hello,
are the
you.
students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room
We
is
refuse.
here at
I
the
refuse to see you as an
Commoner
adult. You have to
students
sleep
also
with the
reside
kids.
on the
Fuck
first
you.
floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety.
It's mostly that
Speaking
Lorenz
of, it
kid.
would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to
Sylvain,
set a good
regardless
example
of
for the
gender.
students.
Hi, Alice. Hi, Alice. Welcome to the game. I'm sorry if I'm being very slow. I'm also trying to eat dinner. So while I go find the kids, who is excited that the Demon Slayer movie is going to be on Funimation starting June 22nd?
Yes. I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of
whoop your ass.
anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
Andrew, can you ask Alex if you guys are gonna do a podcast O&A review of Demon Slayer movie? I want to be on it. Oh god, this is so good.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking.
I'm gonna piss in your coffee.
Why?
Is anybody up here? Das Sonne. I think Sailor Moon Eternal is out on Netflix now, though, so it's, yeah. Oh, hello.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Oh no, we're gonna kick your little ass. We're gonna kick your little blue ass. Doodly-doodly-doo. Let's see who's in here.
Listen.
Oh, hello.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The and black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, Black Eagles.
Whoops, I'm gonna re-talk to you, because I fucked up.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, Black Eagles.
Do you think he calls his friends? Do you think he calls his friends Ferdinands von Eigers? Yeah, I'm surprised Ben's not like... I'm sad, because there's like no Manakets or, people like Kitsunes or the Wolfskins in this game. Because I could totally see Kaspar being one, now that you say that. Yeah, that is right. Ben is a Muppet baby. I have to be really careful about putting this back. Because there's a lot of liquid in it. Anyway, I've eaten. Now I can play more attentively. Because I'm not hungry. Yay. Anyway, back to where we were going. Is there anybody else in here? Nope. I'm just a fellow student. Nothing weird. Nothing weird about me. I am a student. Look at my pink shoes.
Right.
Who's chilling out back here? Hey!
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom.
What was dinner? Bulgogi.
That's where I met Annie. That's what I call a name.
I had bulgogi.
Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the
Because
school
my
of
mom
magic too.
was out doing something by
But
the
Annie was
restaurant I
always
like to go
just
to
so nice
to make
me,
Korean
even though
barbecue.
I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
She's your best girlfriend in the world. What? What? Hi, Ingrid.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Ingrid, we have one problem. I, Bylad, was never taught how to read. Which house am I in? Mochizuki, I am surprisingly, I have always identified as Hufflepuff. Which is really funny because I think a lot of people would expect me to be like Slytherin or something, but no, Hufflepuff.
Oh.
Hi, Dorothea.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
I know, snotty rich people. Am I right, girl? Spotted big nuts.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
This is the Golden Deer house. You're in charge of a different house, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Not with that attitude, Ignatz! Yeah, we are totally kidnapping kids. Yeah, we're kidnapping kids.
Indeed. As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Is this we're gonna attempt it to be a No Child Left Behind run, but I don't think we're gonna get there because I've tried a No Child Left Behind. Yeah, here's the thing: we're not playing on my New Game Plus file. We are playing off
a question for you, if that's all right.
A regular
You
file.
haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Alright, I'll kick his ass for you. Wait, no! Our Byleth responds to bad parenting with violence.
Hello.
Hello.
I hear a member of House Fresfelg, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the
If it's a
Imperial
sugar daddy,
flag.
that one's
In
allowed to
recent
stay.
years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
I'm biting my tongue?
There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, There are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Ah, the genetic lotto. Hey.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there. In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
You're adorable. We're kidnapping you.
What the?
That sounded really awful. Three Houses was like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. Like, I honestly don't mind if they're not making a new game right now, because I think Intelligent Systems works on other stuff. I think it's just that, like, it takes a little while. DLC came, I think, like a year after the game. Is this our dad? Hey, Dad!
Church has changed a lot since my time.
Yeah, they took all your booze.
Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Look at my little boots! Oh boy, it's the Buzzkill's office. Is this Hanneman's office, or...? No, this is Seth's office, isn't it? This has to be Seth's office. Yeah, that's Seth's office. Okay, so it has been 3 years.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured,
Animal Crossing's had
I'll care
updates,
for
like,
you
along the
all
first
through
year
your
that it came out.
recuperation.
But it
I
hasn't
will
had
see
any
to you
solid updates
so
since, like,
very
earlier this
personally.
year, and I can understand being disappointed. Like, I'm kind of I haven't touched my Animal Crossing Island in months. Okay, this is Hanneman's office. Let me talk to you.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge.
Are you really calling my crest a pain in the
Yet
ass,
also
old man?
quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do.
Excuse me?
No. Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Yeah, me too, Bylad. Me too, buddy. Who did I miss? Oh, you want to talk again?
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
Awkward. We are gonna just not come near you. Deedly deedly dee 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 dee. What's over? I forgot. Oh, there's the run button. I was like, where's the run button? Let me in! Let me in! No, I'm kidding. Whee! No, I can't go in here either. Dead end. Race car noises, race car noises, race car noises. Yeah, don't start your island over because you have Sherb on it. Anybody in here? Hello? Hello, sir.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Check the bookshelves to read all sorts of material. Let's talk to you.
Say now. Tomas has served as the monastery's librarian for decades. Actually, he was away from Garrigmach for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Oh, I'm supposed to speak with my house leader and I have no idea where he is! Let's start over here. Register of Kingdom Nobles. A register of prominent noble houses in the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. This document is expressly for official use of the Church of Seros. Students are forbidden to remove or pursue this documentation. 1179 edition. House Bylad. House Bylad this house claims... Is it Bylad or Bill? Dimitri's fucking Dimitri! As the town elites and its ancestor has ruled the kingdom for over 400 years, ever since Lug, the King of Lions, claimed victory in the War of the Eagle and Lion in 751. This secured the kingdom's independence from the Adrestian Empire, which Lug was crowned as his inaugural king by the Church of Seros. House Dimitri resides in Firiad, the kingdom capital, claiming all the surrounding territory and domain, with many of the fiefdoms in the north of Fodlan as his vassals as well. That's blah. Well, at the passing of King Lambert in 1176, his older brother Grand Duke Rufus of Ethia assumed all the burden of ruling the kingdom in the young crown prince's stead. Even still, strife and disorder continued to plague the land. House Fraldarius. This house of Duke claims Fraldarius as one of the 10 elites' ancestors. It is one of the most ancient houses on record, even among the kingdom's nobility. It is said Kaifon, the sworn friend of Lug and the King of Lions, was also related to the hero Fraldarius. House Gautier. Ah! Curse these names! Ah! I can say Gautier, though. This house of Margraves claims Gautier of the 10 elites as its ancestor. Its territory lies in the northernmost regions of the kingdom. As such, it safeguarded the kingdom territory against incursions by the people of the Serang region for over 200 years. Too many houses. You bourgeoisies. Insert you bourgeoisie piece of shit meme here. House Charon. This house of Charon's claims 10 elites as ancestors, tasked with negotiating between the resistance armies of the Church of Seros during the War of the Eagle and the Lions. The head of House Charon continues its tradition with the ceremonial competition within the kingdom. House Galatea. When House Daphnel, once a cornerstone of the Lancaster Alliance, was divided into two over an inheritance feud, half of them not defecated. They did not poop! They did not poop. Half of them defected to Fargus and established House Galatea, which was granted the noble title of Count. Much of its territory consists of frigid wasteland where severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. House Row. Oh my god. Oh shit. Literally, a noble house that once held territory in the Northern Empire. When the fortress city of Aranhad was constructed in its domain, it revolted against the Empire and pledged its entirety of its territory, including Aranhad, to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. For its contribution, it was awarded the noble title of Count. House Kleinman. This house originally held no more than a lordship over a single castle in the western of the kingdom, but it was awarded the noble title of Viscount for its great success in the subjugation of the Dusker region in 1176. Afterward, it was granted the Dusker region as a feudal estate. We're reading all of these. We need the deepest lore. Register of Alliance Nobles. This is a registration of the prominent noble houses in the Leicester Alliance. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Saros. Students are permitted. House Regan. The leading house of the Leicester Alliance and its descendants of one of the 10 elites. In the Crescent Moon War of 881, they spearheaded the move towards independence from the kingdom, as well as the establishment of a republic by its former vassals. They have held esteemed responsibility of leading the Alliance Roundtable ever since. The position of this House of Dukes relies on the noble rank bestowed upon it by the kingdom, well before the Alliance's founding. The current Duke of Regan's heir, Godfrey, died in an accident while on duty. While he did leave behind a surviving daughter, she is presently unaccounted for. House Goneril. The descendants of one of the 10 elites is a military house that is chiefly tasked with military strikes and defense against the Elmiran army, mostly due to its territory's position in the east. Lord Hulse, the next head of the house, is widely renowned as the Alliance's bravest general. House Ordelia. A house of counts with land in the east of the Leicester territory. In 1167, it was involved in House Herm's rebellion, and the Empire retaliated by repeatedly meddling in the house's internal affair, lead to a sharp decline in its noble standing. House Gloucester. Descendants of one of the 10 elites, this house of counts hails from the southern Leicester territory. The current head of the house is the Ambition and excels at public relations and has huge influential voting among the 5 noble families with voting rights in the Leicester Alliance Roundtable, second only to House Regan. House Edmund. A house of margraves with land in the north of the Leicester territory. Its beneficial trade policies, emphasizing fair use of personal harbors, have always awarded the house a great deal of clout, to such a degree that it was eventually accepted into the ranks of the 5 great lords of the Alliance. Their current head of the house is a renowned orator. House Daphne. Descendants of one of the 10 elites and formerly among the 5 great lords of the Alliance, it's lost most of its power due to internal discord. For 7 generations, no head of House Daphne has bore a crest. In spite of this, it still maintains its status as a noble family. Oh, House Daphne! I love your leader. Register Empires of the Nobles Part 2. Where the fuck is Part 1?
Could I try?
Oh, there it is. Yes, Andrew! A register of prominent nobles and houses of the Adrestian Empire. This House Earlsveg. Oh boy, this is gonna toot my mouth a lot. The most distinguished noble house of the Empire, tracing its roots all the way back to the great Emperor Wilhelm. It has been the governing house of the Empire for 1100 years. In addition to the first emperor, its lineage is also traced back to Saint Saros herself, which is why generations of emperors are believed to have bared the crest of Saros. House Helsrevig resides in the Embar, the Empire's imperial capital, claiming all the surrounding territory as its domains. It boasted supreme authority both within the Empire and without until the incursion of the Seven in 1171, in which most of its power was stripped away by the nobility. In recent years, a series of misfortunes have plagued the storied house, and some believe dark clouds hover over the future of the Helsvig reign. House Eyre. The House of Dukes possessing great power within the Empire, only second to House Helsvig. The head of the house came to occupy the post of Prime Minister, rendering the title of hereditary one thereafter. House of the Goddess Boy. House Eyre led the insurrection of the Seven in many ways, and holds the true governing power in the Empire. House Vestra. A house of marquise with the domain existing in the shadow of House Helsvig. In addition to managing the darker tasks of the Empire, it is responsible for the Emperor's periphery affairs, including coordinating things such as ceremonies and rituals, imperial consorts, and the Imperial Guard House. House Vestra was aligned with House Eyre in the insurrection. House Herving. A house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's domestic affairs, particularly relating those of finance and the judiciary. Frequently clashes with the Minister of Military Affairs over matters. Much of its territory lies in the Ogma Mountains. As such, it enjoys the fruits of the lucrative mining industry. Vestra's Vampires. House Burgles. this is Kaspar. The House of Counts that inherited rule over the Empire Ministry of Military Affairs. It commands all of the armies that do not directly belong to the Emperor during times of war. The head of the house becomes the Imperial Army's commander-in-chief. Their territory encompasses most of the Empire's main breadbasket, Gronder Field. House Varley. I promised you we will get to know kids soon. The House of Counts inherited rule over the Empire Ministry of Religion. Whose main responsibility is to maintain amicable relationship with the Church of Saros. However, due to the estrangement of the Church from the Empire in recent years, is now on board with the judiciary, causing political strife with the Minister of the Interior. I am almost done, I swear to God. House Girth. I don't know if any of these are... Huh, I'm gonna save this one for later.
What?
We're not gonna read the fucking Bible of Saros. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go find some kids. We'll come back to this, like, on another day. Let's go find some children. Yeah, we'll do Bible class another day. For now, let's talk to God.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
They are children, Rhea! Not sheep. Oh, that's right. He's downstairs. Whoopsie doodle. Burb.
Hey there.
Okay.
I'm reading the chat.
Here's an idea.
And I'm fucking Andrew. That's why we don't let you out often, Andrew. Let's go this way.
Alright.
Oh, hey! It's our good friend.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Hi, Kyle McCarley.
By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it?
Yeah, there's this one time I tried to defend Edelgard and almost got an axe to a
the
back.
old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
I almost died once. What's over here? Oh boy, it's the amiibo gazebo! And there's things! I'm gonna pick up things. There are things in my amiibo gazebo. Amiibo gazebo. This is the amiibo gazebo. Can I? Oh, okay. I'll show what that is later. What's over here?
Listen.
Where am I going? I gotta find Dimitri. Dining hall. I have my own Fire Emblem amiibo and like a ton of Animal Crossing ones that I don't use, so no.
Yes.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
Yeah. I want to be a dick to you, but I can't.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
God, he is like almost all leg. Let's go out here. Oh, I see a quest? Oh, hello.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
You can call me Daddy.
My brother would not be pleased if he heard you saying such things. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
You can marry her! I was joking, guys. I'm not gonna actually marry. You can marry Fleen! Ah, yes! The fishing pond! Hi, Marianne.
I pray to thee. Please protect us.
She's my best golden deer girl, by the way. I love Marianne a ton. What do you want? No, I don't want to fish the pond right now.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
He's not here to defend himself, Andrew. Hi, Ash.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible.
Yeah, I like
so
my
many
house
rare flowers I've never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
That's a lie in our canon.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
So if you missed the last time we played this game, we have determined that Bylad grows and smokes his own weed. We have found Bylad's paradise. Your adopted father. Stop! Oh, hey!
I'm a little busy. I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
But not as pretty as me. Oh, I keep forgetting I can't jump. Where the frig is Dimitri? Like, where is he? Like, you can't. Oh, hey, Sylvain.
Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? We could try to pick up beautiful girls. Or not. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that.
I only have one look.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Oh! Look who it is! Out of her cave. We'll save you for later.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
If and when we do the Golden Deer, Leonie is a very big chance who we're gonna marry.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Leonie's a great character. I don't know why people hate her.
Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
It's not even that she's stupid powerful. She's actually a really good character.
Have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me? I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
You should be pampered like the queen you are. There you are! Literally 5 feet outside my door.
I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your
It
students.
literally looks
that
like
you
he
may
has
provide
bad
effective
pasta
guidance.
as like hair.
Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes. Both students and teachers of the Officers' Academy are free to use the facilities within the monastery. For example, you can dine with others at the dining hall, or partake
We're
in
gonna get to the
one-on-one
mock battle
combat
and then we're
at
gonna,
training grounds.
I'll say
I
where we're
encourage
gonna
you
end.
to
I kinda
wander
wanna
around
end
the
by 10
monastery
o'clock.
and lend an ear to the people living here.
Who in the balls tagged me? I hate when people tag me on Discord for no reason. Like, it is the fucking worst. It is the actual fucking worst. I hate it. I have to talk to you about all of these things, so.
There are bulletin boards.
Alright, I'm skipping the tutorial, sorry guys.
Miss Prop, it's help. Professor, students.
Anyway.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Can that action be on my ass?
I have a request.
Oh shit, we got to do seeds. We got to do seed! Items. Where's my key, store, the storehouse? Yes! The two is my VT. Andrew, that is not the seed. Andrew, that is not the seed I was talking about. Sure, Tattoo's our dealer. And you're the narc that would turn me in. But let's go say hi to somebody.
I was just heading back to my room. Bye.
Hello.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
I should have broke into her room before this. Question, can I get into other people's rooms yet? Ah, damn it, no I can't. Oh right, I can't jump off of... I have to take the stairs. Curse this place. Anyway. Let's go do some gardening. Blah 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 gardening. Cultivate. Oh, I can't do it. My favorite thing is, you can do Pegasus blessings. No, I don't want to do that. You can do something called Pegasus blessings, which is poop. Oh yeah, I gotta go fishing. I gotta go fishy. Welcome to everybody's favorite thing, a fishing minigame. I can't do the timing as well because of the... We're so proud of ourselves! We caught one fish! Look at us go. Let's talk to you.
You have helped me so much.
I love her outfit. Look at this giant bow. It's so cute. Petra.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too.
I really hope that, because we're gonna use New Game Plus for all of the files that we play for the the Twitch. I really want to marry her to a certain character in another run through.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
This will be the first child I poach. I don't know. I don't know. I forget what the open... No, that's not open the map. I forget what the open... Okay, there's the open the map button. I have to go... Okay, I have to go. I know where I have to go now.
Yes.
I don't want to do this yet. what I want to do is go up into the noble kids' rooms. I think there's some kids up there. First kid I'm gonna poach is the first one that I can. There's two I really want.
Let's see.
There's two. I'm going to try to poach. Oh, I can't go up there yet. That's dumb. I thought that was how you get up into the other rooms, but I guess I'm not allowed up there. Me. Today's special will make you happy, and it will make you know what? I'll work with you two.
I think it's wonderful to be able to eat a nice meal every day.
Eating delicious food really takes my
I
worries
kind of
away.
want to poach like Cynthia, and anyone who's played the game probably knows why. Oh, yo, my professor level went up. You have more activities. You have more money.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
And we're just gonna end the day. Because I want to do this battle, and then Oh! Hello. Yes!
Much appreciated.
We are gonna buy him flowers. It's mission time. Okay, so it's our first battle. I think we'll get to chapter 2 tonight.
It's finally time for the mock battle. I'm eager to put my skills to use.
Why are you telling me about the
And you,
hockey
Professor?
game? I don't care about the other.
Excellent. I have high expectations for your command. That said, I've no doubt it will take everything we've got to pull a victory. Our opponents are mighty, that much is certain, but I'm positive we can win.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? Oh, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Nice try, Claude, but I do not intend to let slip our strategies, especially when we are up against such strong opponents as you two.
Well now, kind words from His Kingliness. If that's the case, we better come up with some clever schemes so as not to disappoint. Right, Princess?
Right. No matter the tactics you devise, we will destroy you. The best you can hope for is to learn a thing or two.
There's nothing wrong with a friendly rivalry, but let's not get carried away. A rash attitude could be your undoing after all.
Perhaps your time would be better spent preparing instead of worrying about the competition's mindset.
Hey now, if you two were getting this fired up before the battle even starts, it'll make it that much easier for my class to sweep up a win. So please, carry on.
A good point, Claude. I apologize, that wasn't my intention. At any rate, let's vow to make this a productive battle, shall we?
Fight. I don't intend to lose.
Oh? In that case, I won't hold back. Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
God, Manuela!
Pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students. I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies.
Man, Manuela
Okay, so
sounds
see you
so
later.
jealous that I'm
I look
friends
forward
with
to assessing your
minors.
abilities. I hope you don't
I am their
disappoint.
age! This month's. Oh yeah, they're totally fucking. Oh, they are doing the deed. Whee! I'm sad Josh didn't make it tonight. I don't need any of this. We're gonna save, just in case, because I don't want to have to do that cutscene again. Who do we got? I don't know if I want to keep Ash, though. Because Felix. I only get 5 units. I think I'm gonna take Felix and sacrifice my range. I'm gonna give you tracks. So we have one in here. Alright, here we go. Andrew, no!
It is about time for the battle to begin. Our victory depends on your leadership.
No! Bad!
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Welcome to another tutorial. So my strat is to take out the golden deer first. Because...
What should I do?
I just think it's smart to take them out first.
Stay focused.
Here.
I'll go.
I put Felix in because Felix hits like a tank.
Here we go.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude.
And why is it Lorraine?
Me? But I'm not ready.
Oh, Ignatz!
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Dorothea, will you head toward the front lines? I wish to draw the enemy toward us.
You got it, 80. Leave it to me.
Ferdinand, Hubert, if you
I like how you know she picked Ferdinand and Hubert because they've always been at her side since childhood. Dorothea's probably after because all the rest of them like lost picking
Clearly
straws.
not, or Her Highness would not ask me to watch your back.
Oh, get a room already. Okie dokley. Okie dokley. Alrighty. Alright, because I'm gonna go Hey, Mr. Noble. Bomb.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
Try harder.
Had to be done.
Yeah, bitch. That's what you want to see hearts for to do, baby. This is my bush.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
All right,
Let's
Claudius.
use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your...
If they're waiting in the forest, we'd do well to take a detour.
Oh, nice. His crest went off. Thank you, Alice. Anyway, time to show Ignatz what the power of the bow is. I guess you could say I gave her Ignatz a mercy kill.
Quite a commander.
Alrighty. Sorry, Dorothea. Alright, tag team.
professor seems very capable.
A threat eliminated.
It's just Dorothea to do. Calm down. I'm just gonna wait. Andrew, please. Andrew, I'm gonna... Staff, please go into the other room and bop him on the nose for being a horny boy. Andrew, you're gonna get sent to horny jail again. I have a GIF that we have for that. But it would take me a minute to find it on my computer. Alright. Go. I'm gonna put these guys into position. Probably did something stupid by putting my troops out that far.
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once?
Yeah, baby!
An impressive display of confidence.
Victory is in sight, Black Eagles. Do not let up.
In what world? I still got 5 people left. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, that was good. Well, bye, Felix.
Thank you.
Let's heal you up so you can take a double team.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's the thing is. Okay, so it's really weird that magic can counter from, like, right up against your ass in this game. In old games, it couldn't.
Dimitri, it's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
I would expect no less.
Okay. I see how it is.
Ouch! You fought well.
Yes, it was necessary. Yeah, foreshadowing. I'm gonna
Not so sure about this.
You.
What should I do?
I will break.
Oh shit, crit! Good lord!
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
Thanks to do. I guess our dealer really power of the way dealer. I hope somebody clipped that.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem. But I'm not much for fighting. Go easy on me.
Man, I love Josie's performance as
You
Claude.
know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
I'm the son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must use
I'm
my
sorry,
most
I'm still...
best.
Oh no, it's okay, Alice! I just was not expecting, like, to do to crit fucking Edelgard to Mars. Like, she literally just, like, he just literally walked up and smacked. I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. Right in Claude's nuts. He's gonna have the next turn. I don't think I can get to so let's just
use caution.
Oh, you got a voluntary, quit crying. You got a voluntary, quit your quiet, quit your crying. Bye, Mercedes!
I don't think I can keep fighting.
You did great, sweetheart. You did great.
Be mindful.
Adiosu. Yeah, if your chat's acting up, you might need a new phone, but do it, like, just...
I hate losing.
I don't want you to have to upgrade your stuff and take an unnecessary, like, financial smack if you don't have to. Alright. Alright, to do. Rocket World. Yay! Oh, she's got that... Oh, fuck Nosferatu.
I'll cut through.
Heineman's about to kill me. I am somehow alive. I am somehow alive.
Careful now.
Run away. Drink your medicine. You were at full health for some stupid
Proceed
reason.
with caution.
Come on, crit again, buddy. And I'm out. Alright, Dima. There we go, good boy.
Well done.
You never had a chance.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must...
Please stop hitting me! I'm scared. Come on, Dima. Run this way. This is gonna be much. Please don't make me start this whole battle over again. Okay, good. Alright, Dimitri. It's just you, me, and the old man, and the creepy old man. Alright. Whip him. We did it! Yay!
Goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... Well, I was as good as useless.
Excuse me, your team took out like half my team! Received an intermediate seal.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Blue Lion House.
Good job, Team Bylad.
This victory is the result of everyone's hard work. Thank you, my friends. You did well.
Stage complete. Yes. Just. Good job, guys. Good job. That crit crit, though! That crit, though! Dimitri's motivation is maxed out. Dimitri gets an extra... Demas says to remove corpses.
Why, thank you so much.
Post-battle talk.
Professor, I've been looking for you. I was hoping we could all share a meal together. It could serve as both a victory celebration and a post-battle analysis.
We can all talk about that huge crit the dude landed on Edelgard.
Of course. Why wouldn't you be?
Come now, Professor. We can't very well celebrate without the key to our victory present.
The dude is right there.
He's right. He really is. We were only able to win because we had your help, Professor.
Yes. Compared with that boar who knows nothing save frontal attacks, your tactics were nearly decent.
Felix, you really ought to stop picking fights with His Highness.
Pick them in the bedroom.
I encourage all to speak freely. And I must agree that the Professor's tactics were truly extraordinary. I have much to learn.
Oh, sure. But today was exhausting. I'm so hungry I can barely stand.
To be honest, so am I. Let's head to the dining hall. Together.
Professor, I'm sorry to intrude, but you don't look too happy for someone who just won. You say that, but your eyes tell a different story. I know we only just met, so this may be difficult for you, but I'd love nothing more than to share our happiness with you. Joy can be so fleeting, after all. We're all in this together, so I hope you will consent. I'm sure the rest of the class feels the very same. Well, come along, Professor. Let's enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Geralt trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
Sure, Rhea.
I'm so happy to hear it.
But not in the way
Nothing
that you
would please
wanted
me
to.
more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
That's right, we're teaching your kids how to murder!
Those affiliated with Garreg Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need.
That's right, kids. It's time for some
Students are no exception. Each month
state-sanctioned
before the
murdering.
newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say.
Oh shit, it's back.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me.
You know, I was hoping I could go like 1 week without it.
You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
Right.
What is this nonsense?
Hi, Brad.
All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damn Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all.
Oh no.
Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Alrighty. So yeah, we're gonna go for about like a half hour more.
Part 1. White clouds. Heartstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings.
I love these, by the way.
Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Like, legitimately, these are probably some of my favorite parts of the game, are the little, what the moons mean. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Here's your $2,000 for being a teacher.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience.
That's right, we're gonna teach murder!
The Knights will support your mission, and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary.
Yeah, I am gonna take up the Ashen Wolves.
No
They
mock
count,
battle.
they're gonna come in.
You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
Okay.
This will be our first true battle. I'm looking forward to fighting alongside you, Professor. During the mock battle, your commands were thoughtful and thorough, as was your strategy. With you on our side, I'm confident we will prevail. It seems we have some time to spare before our departure. Let's use this opportunity to prepare as best we can.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Well, I didn't expect it would be easy.
No, I'm building up my bond with
When we
Geralt.
were
I love
mercenaries,
him.
I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did
That's
you?
because you didn't.
I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. It seems I was right to worry. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So
Don't worry, I'm
stay
playing on
vigilant and
casual.
lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
It's Annette's birthday.
Thank you.
We're gonna give Annette flowers. The monastery holds fish. Da 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 da. Oh, and we can go into the abyss. Whose birthday's coming up on the 18th? Oh, it's Raphael's. And then Mercedes is on the 27th, and then we have the thing at the end of the month. Okay. Obviously we're going to explore. Okay. Are you in the... Where are you hiding? Okay. Bulletin board. Leading the charge. Creative cuisines. Passion for music. Troubling rumors. Feline and canine friends. Spooky thing. Ooh! Hello. Mint leaves. Oh, there's Dad.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way.
God, I love Gerald's voice.
I have a request.
Okay, we gotta find Gerald's tactics primer. More importantly, we gotta go in the sewer. More importantly, we gotta go in the sewer. Seeing if something else is streaming tonight. Okay. Welcome to the Abyss! Let's go talk to this person.
Hey you, you're from up top, right? What business do you have here? Wait a minute. Ah, got it. You're that new professor, aren't you? I suppose that means I have to let you pass. I guess, welcome to Abyss. This town is full of rough-and-toughs, so watch your back down here.
Okay. What's over here? Ooh. Okay, you're back here.
Hey, what are you looking at? I don't want any trouble. Get lost.
Well, I see what goes on in the Abyss, everybody.
What's that?
The Abyss Library, I guess. I think this is the library in the Abyss.
Such an innocent face you have. This isn't a place for
I love their
innocent
outfits.
people. Especially not if you're carrying money.
Oh, my stomach is hurting. I might have to call the stream after this. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call the stream here because my stomach is upset. And I may not be back. So, next time, we will be playing more Three Houses. We're gonna go through the Abyss, and we're gonna do the next chapter of the game. So, yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna go, Steph is not gonna be back tomorrow. She's gonna be recording something, and, after that, we'll be back next Wednesday. So, have a good night, everybody. Bye!